What's going on, guys? So I'm just headed to the gym. Today's my leg day, and today I really want to focus on fixing my squat. I feel like my form isn't as good as it could be, so yeah, I'm gonna head there now.
How's it going? Scott Fuller here. Okay, so I just want to do a little voiceover, talk about my workout today. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say thanks for everyone watching my videos. I really appreciate it. So as you can see here, I'm just warming up with the bar, getting a good stretch at the bottom, making sure that I'm coming in at least parallel or below when I come down and do these squats. And when I come down to the bottom, really forcing my knees outwards, and when I'm coming up, I'm making sure that I'm coming up strong. You'll notice at times that I'll pause at the top and you'll see me moving around a little bit. That's me just adjusting my feet or my hands, really trying to improve my squat and find what feels best and most comfortable for myself when I'm doing these. So you can see, I like to come down nice and controlled, nothing too crazy. I want to make sure I'm strong going down and coming up in this lift. Today I wore my belt. Normally I don't wear my belt, but I hadn't used one in a long time, so I decided I was going to throw one on today just to give me that extra security in my core and my back. And when you do these lifts, you want to make sure you get a good deep breath at the top, keep your core tight, come down, and as you come back up, that big breath that you took at the top will help you come back up, finishing your lift. Again, when I'm coming down to parallel, just below, come to the top, get a good squeeze, as you can see by my hungry bum. So yeah, come down nice, slow and controlled, forcing my knees outwards. This is a better angle, you can see what I'm talking about. Just come down, the knees are out and they stay out. You want your knees to come out and they want them to be over your feet. You don't want them to be out, you want them to be in line with your feet, sorry. And really drive upwards when you're doing this, trying to keep your chest up and not break your forearm. Okay, so for my squats I went into stiff-legged deadlifts. I don't do these that often anymore, so I decided to do it this day. So yeah, what you want to try and do is keep your knee, try not to bend your knees at all from your starting position. Come down, basically running the bar along your shins and your legs, and then coming back up to the top using your hamstrings. For whatever reason this day I was hitting my hamstrings different. I was feeling it a lot more on my left than my right, so you can see in the video I tried changing it up, my form, a couple different times to try and really hit both of them, but for whatever reason I was only getting a good stretch out of the one more than the other, so that's definitely something I need to work on. But yeah, so stiff-legged deadlifts, great for your hamstrings, give it a try. So straight into single leg press. Okay, so for these, coming down with your knee bending at basically at 90-degree angle. And when I'm driving, I'm pushing with my heels mostly. So you'll see even at the top of my lifts, my toe will actually lift up a little bit at the top. It's because I'm using all my pressure on my heels when I push these lifts. These are great lifts to make sure that you're working on your legs equally. Sometimes when you do double leg, you tend to push more with one leg than the other, so this is a great way to strengthen both legs equally. So for the leg extensions, I did supersets with a I don't know what you'd call this, but so I did the normal leg extensions, and then following right after that I would do leg extensions again, but I would face my toes outwards, so my feet are in a V position. What this does is it helps hit the inner part of your quad, which helps to get a really good pump. And so yeah, I really enjoy doing these. To give it a try. To finish this exercise, I did paused reps, as you can see in the video here. Definitely recommend these to everyone out there. You will not be disappointed. Moving on to seated hamstring curls. I think I did 3 or 4 sets of these. Really focusing on when I'm contracting my hamstring, I am actually pointing my toes upwards, so flexing my foot back towards me, my toes towards me, and I find it helps get a lot better of a contraction in my hamstring. And finally, in my last exercise, calves. Probably my weakest point by far. Unfortunately, I was not genetically gifted in having big calves. My calves actually start pretty high up on my legs, so they look small if I'm wearing ankle socks or low-cut shoes. Hence why I'm wearing pants during most of my exercises. But yeah, here as you can see, I did single leg calf raises, seated calf raises, to equally work on both my calves, because I find my one calf looks bigger than the other. That's because I've been doing a lot of double leg calf raises. So I'm doing this to try and even them out. And yeah, so when I do these, I go for lots of volume with as much weight as I can. So yeah, from my experience, the best way for me to grow my calves was to incorporate lots of volume. So after this one, I went into
the squat rack, and I did freestanding calf raises just on the ground. I've done these before with plates on the ground where I just step on them, just put the balls of my feet on the plates just to give me a bit more range of motion. But yeah, I think I did 3 sets of these just till failure in each set, just to get that pump in my legs. You can see by my second and last set that my last reps I'm really hurting and I'm barely getting the bar, or I'm barely lifting myself. So take a look at my feet, you'll notice that I have my feet in a V formation on the floor. That's because I was really looking to target the inside of my calves. Depending on which way you face your feet, you can hit different parts of your calves. You can either do it your toes pointing in towards each other or outwards like I am here, or you just put them straight. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm beginning to really enjoy doing these videos for you guys, so please stay tuned for more, as they will hopefully get better and better. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, if you're willing, there's always a way.